right, you guys. So today we're going to do elimination part 2. So what we're going to find today is that compared to the last lesson, I already had the variables lined up to cancel out for you so that all you had to do was look for which one was already opposites. And so today I've taken that away. And so you can see in this first example, I put down here too, if the variables don't already cancel, then we have to multiply the equation by something to make it cancel. So here's what I mean by that. Our goal is still to have, like in the other notes we talked about, if this guy is a negative 5x, the bottom one has to be a positive 5x so that they cancel, right? So if we're looking here at this one has a negative 1x with 2x in the bottom. These are both positive 2y. So neither set of these is opposites. So we have to do something to make them become opposites, okay? You have a lot of different choices. You can always pick different ones. I tried to make it kind of obvious for you on which ones we need to do. So that we could kind of figure out easily which one needs to be eliminated. And then when we get into part 3, you'll kind of have to make that choice on your own, okay? So for this one, 2y and 2y are already the same number. The only thing we have to do to make them opposites is one of them has to become a negative, okay? Well, in order to make something become its opposite, we have to multiply it by negative 1. Now, the part that we have to do that's different is it's not just that term, because to make an equation stay equal, you have to multiply everything in the equation by that number. So when I multiply to get this to be negative, I have to multiply every single term by negative 1. So it's just like we're distributing all the way through. All right? So this guy's going to stay negative x plus 2y equals 17. And this one is going to be distributed. So it's going to be negative 2x minus 2y equals positive 10, because they all become their opposites. Now, if you look, we've got positive 2y and negative 2y. So those are going to cancel when we make our big addition problem. This would be negative 3x equals 27. And then there's our one step. Divide by negative 3, and x equals negative 9. After you multiply to make them opposites, everything else that we did in part 1 is still the same. So we're not doing something entirely different. We're just making it a little bit more difficult to start off the problem, okay? So here's the first part of your answer, negative 9 comma something. And then again, I'm just going to plug it into the first one to keep it even. So negative, x comes out, negative 9 goes in, plus 2y equals 17. Back-to-back negatives make this positive 9. And then I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. So I have 2y equals 8. When I divide by 2, my y equals 4. So negative 9, 4 would be our answer. Okay, again, that is just making them the same point as if you graphed them, and that's where they would intersect. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. So again, we're looking for something that would be easy for us to make them opposites. Okay. So my x's are negative 2 and negative 4. My y's are negative 9 and negative 9. So y's again are the same number, but one of them needs to be a positive to cancel. So to make that happen, I can multiply either one by negative 1. It doesn't matter. I just usually do the bottom one. That's just how I roll. Okay. So the top row is going to stay exactly the same. Negative 2x minus 9y equals negative 25. The bottom row is going to become its opposite. So 4x plus 9y equals positive 23. Okay. Here's my big addition problem. Negative 2 plus 4 is 2x. Negative 9y and positive 9y cancel. And negative 25 plus 23 is negative 2. Then there's my one-step problem again. Divide by 2, and x equals negative 1. So the first half is negative 1 something. And then let's plug it in. So we've got negative 2. X comes out, and negative 1 goes in. I'm plugging it in right here, you guys, if you remember from the other day. Minus 9y equals negative 25. Negative times a negative makes this positive 2. And then I would have to subtract 2 because it's a positive. So these are gone. Negative 9y equals negative 27. Divide by negative 9. And y equals 3. So our ordered pair is negative 1, 3. Okay, so again, same steps. We're just figuring out at the beginning what we need to multiply by to make that happen. Okay, so now I'm going to make it just a little bit harder. And now you have to look at not only that, but the numbers. Okay, so our top row for x's, we have 6x, bottom row 2x. So those aren't the same. And then we have 5y and 3y, and those aren't the same. But you're trying to think about how we could make them the same number. So for this one, I'm going to choose x's because I see something here. 6 and 2 kind of go together, right? So I can make 2 become 6 by multiplying it by 3. Okay, I want it to be the same number, so I can make a 2 become a 6 by multiplying it by 3. So you're looking for numbers that work well together in the multiplication facts, okay, with factors of that number. So the other problem is it's not the opposite. So if I multiplied this, it would be 6 and 6, and that won't cancel. So I have to make this negative 3. Okay, and again, you have to do it to the whole equation so that it stays equal. So my top equation didn't change, 6x plus 5y equals 19. But my bottom equation, I'm going to distribute negative 3. So I have negative 6x minus 9y equals negative 15. Okay, that became 6 and negative 6, so I'm ready to go. These cancel. I've got negative 4y equals 4. Divide by negative 4 on both sides, and y equals negative 1. Okay, so I've got half of my answer here. Now I'm going to go plug that in the top equation. So 6x plus 5, y comes out, negative 1 goes in, equals 19. Gives me 6x minus 5 equals 19. I'm going to add 5 to both sides. I have 6x equals 24. Divide by 6, and x equals 4. So my answer is 4, negative 1. Okay. All right, moving right along. So now we have 5x plus y equals 9, and 10x minus 7y equals negative 18. So again, it's your choice. You have options here. When I'm looking at this, I automatically see 5 and 10, right? So I could very easily make 5 become 10 by multiplying it by 2, right? Now it would have to be the opposite, so it would have to be negative 2. So that would work. Now, if you didn't like that or you didn't see that, I also see here that y's are already opposite signs. This one's a positive on top and a negative on the bottom. So all I would have to do to make y become 7y is multiply it by 7. So I could do that too. Either way you choose, you should get the exact same answer, so it shouldn't matter. Okay? So I'm going to stick with the 7 in the middle. So I'm actually going to erase this. And I'm going to multiply that whole thing by 7. Okay? So I'm going to have 35x plus 7y equals 63. The bottom row didn't change, so 10x minus 7y equals negative 18. Okay? We have on here, 35 plus 10 gives me 45x, right? These in the middle are gone. And then 63 minus 18 also gives me 45. So when I divide by 45 on both sides, x equals 1. So first half is 1 comma something. And then let's plug it in. 5 times 1 plus y equals 9. 5 plus y equals 9. Subtract 5, and y equals 4. Okay? Perfect. One more together, and then one on your own. We're almost there. Okay? So again, we've got negative 4x and x. Then I have 9y and negative 3y. So again, it's your choice. Doesn't matter what you pick. I see here with my x's, if this is negative 4, I could make 1 become 4 by multiplying by 4, right? So the whole bottom row times 4, and it would be opposites. Or your y's go nicely together too. This is 9y. This is already negative 3y. So to make 3 become 9, you can multiply the bottom row also by 3. So again, your choice. I'm going to stick with what I have here. So I have negative 4x plus 9y equals 9 on top. Bottom row, 4 goes all the way across, remember. So I've got positive 4x, negative 12y equals negative 24. Big addition sign. This is gone. 9 plus negative 12 is negative 3y. And 9 minus 24 is negative 13. No. Sorry, 15. Okay. Divide by negative 3. And y equals 5. So first half of my answer is 5. Let's plug it in. Negative 4x plus 9 times 5 equals 9. So negative 4x plus 45 equals 9. I'm going to subtract 45 from both sides. So negative 4x equals negative 36. Divide by negative 4, and x equals 9. 9, 5 gives us our answer. Okay, so pause the video for a second, do the problem on your turn, and then see if you got an answer right. Okay, well for me, this one, the x's make the most sense because the y's are a lot more work. So 3 and 9 work nicely together. I know that I can make 3 become 9 by multiplying it by 3, but these are both negatives. So I got to make it become its opposite by multiplying by a negative again. So here we go. Positive 9x minus 21y equals 48. Okay, then the bottom stays the same. Negative 9x plus 5y equals 16. Big addition symbol. These are canceling. I have negative 16y equals 48 and 16 give me 64. Divide by negative 16 and y equals negative 4. So first part of my answer is negative 4 for the y. Then I'm going to plug it in. Negative 3x plus 7 times negative 4 equals negative 16. Negative 3x minus 28 equals negative 16. I'm going to add 28 to both sides. So I have negative 3x equals 12. Divide by negative 3. And x equals negative 4. So negative 4 should have been your answer. Let me know what you have questions on.